Aloha from South Florida. It's time to medicate with some meditation. Let's just get into the flow of it. Take a breath with me through your nostrils. Just breathe in and breathe out. Slowly. No rush. You can do all those other tasks later. I think I actually smell the coconut from that tree behind me. I'm just kidding. It's probably the coconut oil on my skin. Hey, let's release and let go. Take a breath. Oh, this beautiful South Florida evening air. I wish I could can it and send it to you. I release and I let go. What does that mean to you? You know, people are always saying they're going to release their anxiety, their fears, their problems. You know, if you didn't have any problems, what would you do with your life? You'd have nothing to solve. There'd be no mysteries, no solutions needed. You just sit on your ass. But you know, there is some validity to releasing and letting go. But I think most people misunderstand that releasing and letting go is not like a one-time thing. You know, it's a process. It's an ongoing thing. It's a mindfulness and an awareness of letting go of those things that no longer serve you. They don't function for you. They don't have any purpose. There's a red light. That's a red flag. It's like you have sirens going off in your life. You know, are things really that critical? You know, you go like, oh, woe is me, and everything sucks. You know, it's just awful. But you know, no one is going to pick you up. No one. Oh. Are you waiting for your Savior? Well, you're going to be waiting a long, long time. You have to pick yourself up, and you have to be mindful and aware of, oh, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. Mindful and awareness. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Mindfulness. Awareness. Take a breath. So the other day I was coming out of the grocery store and I was approached by this homeless man wearing a mask. being respectful of, what's going on. And he really didn't have a need for like a certain like money. His approach to me was that, like, and he had a cup of Dunkin' Donut coffee in his hand, and he said, the only meal I've had today is the donut and this coffee that um, Dunkin', the clerk at Dunkin' gave him. And he asked me for he asked me if I could give him enough money so I could buy a jar of peanut butter, because he said a loaf of bread and peanut butter would last a lot longer. It broke my heart. I kept on talking to him for quite a long time. He was actually a beautiful man. At one point he took his mask off and got to see his whole brilliant face. And the thing is that his eyes were pure as light. I mean, his pupils were so white. He didn't look drugged out or anything. He spoke like, I don't know, like as if he was a professor. Like, he was just so, he had no loss for words. And he didn't have any of those symptoms of someone on drugs. So he told me his story. That during COVID, he lost his job. He was working for a telecommunication company, and because of the COVID restrictions, a lot of people were laid off. It was then he went on to say, he was trying to get into the homeless shelter. But because of COVID, he couldn't. He couldn't get a bed because the beds weren't at full capacity, because they had restrictions and limitations in the shelter. I didn't ask him where he was sleeping, but I could just imagine just being out in the elements. South Florida, where it rains every day. So I tried to give him encouragement. People are struggling out there. gave him more than enough money for peanut butter. But he was very grateful. Count your blessings. Be grateful for all that you have. Good day.